Good morning. We have an exciting day of runs because we have a new spreadsheet. We love spreadsheets. And hopefully we'll get the garden bundle today. You never know. We shall see. We love new spreadsheet. New spreadsheet is cool. Look at this spreadsheet. Look at my spread, or it's not my spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is courtesy of Alexa yet again. We have more numbers. There's even 4 of them. Look at this. There's numbers everywhere. It's a lovely dock. It is, for those wondering what this doc does, instead of the notes, this book calculation, another book calculation sheet, and this. I should honestly combine all 3 of these sheets. And then, this sheet, if you want to know what this one does, it tells me when I find when I find a monster floor on floor 1 and 2 during the week of the bugged mine. So basically when I get a Skull Cavern invasion quest and I have a monster floor on floor 1, what day I'm going on. And we can determine this by when summer rain shows up. So this first sheet is going to narrow down the RNG. So let's say I got, in summer year 1, I got rain on the 10th, the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, and the 16th. That means my RNG range is, oh, and the 26th, but the 26th is guaranteed. That means my RNG range is between 0.011 and 0.023. And then when we go over here, and we'd find that exact spot, 0.11 to, wait, what did I say? 0.11 to 0.23. 0.11 to 0 to 23. So this is what my RNG range would be. So then I would basically have to check the quest board every day until the Skull Cavern invasion quest. Or every week. And then if I, let's say, like, I don't know when the Skull Cavern invasion quest will show up. But let's say it shows up on the, this week, the Monday the 15th. I have a monster floor on floor 2 on Tuesday of that week specifically. So I would go on Tuesday of that week, and there's an infested floor on floor 2. There's a 50-50 about whether or not it's a slime infested floor or a regular one, but that's fine. The reason we can get away with it being on floor 2 is because we have extra ladders and it shouldn't matter. Floor 1 is obviously better, but wrong screen. How did it not show up? Why? Why? I literally explained it all. It's so cruel. Why does it have to show a second chat instead? Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the pretty numbers. You're grounded. Alright, let's do a different example. So again, it basically takes whatever days that I get, rain days in summer. So let's say I specifically get a rain day on summer 2nd, summer 4th, summer 13th, summer 19th, summer 23rd, and then the 5th and the 27th. So I hit all those days. So that means my RNG is between 0.283 and can I Look at that. And 0.292. All right, this is our RNG, and we can like confirm it with the next year to make it like to like double check it. We have multiple years that we can confirm this with if it's on the cusp. So 283 and 292. So then we would go to this sheet and go to the RNG. So 282, and I believe I said 292. So our RNG is between here and here. So let's say normally we get to Ginger Island in year 4. Right? We get into the nut room by like the end of spring year 4. And then we get a Skull Cavern Invasion Day this Monday right here. Technically, we need a second Skull Cavern Invasion, so we'd have to wait for another one. So let's say we don't get another Skull Cavern Invasion until this week, fall 27th of year 4. If I were to go out on this week, or if I get the Skull Cavern Invasion on this week and then walk over to my RNG, which is here, I know on Friday I have an infested floor on floor 1. So it is a little bit of gambling about whether or not the Skull Cavern Invasion appears on a week that has a monster floor. So as you can see here, like if it appeared on this Monday, on Monday the 8th of fall year 4, I wouldn't have an infested floor on a good floor, right? There's a chance for that to happen. But then we just skip that week and then just get another one. On average, it takes, or you get a god floor, quote unquote god floor, whether or not a monster floor is on floor 1 or 2, about once every other year, according to Alexa. So in theory, I have like a 2-year range to do it. Now, what that means is monster eradication goals as a split is a little awkward because I'm going to finish the monster eradication for everything but those two specific, but like serpents and slimes if I get a delayed infested floor, right? I'm waiting for the infested floor. Tammy, thank you for the prime for 22 months. So it might bleed into like gift start. If I don't hit it in year 4. I could hit it in year 5, but we'll see. Dashar, thank you for the 20, or thank you for the 32. Ocean, thank you for the 37. New spreadsheet. Yeah, we have a big spreadsheet. Big numbers. Basically, something we don't have to worry about too much. With that said, I probably can't run ads. Oh, no. You've recently run ads. That's so sad. Oh, well, connections time. Lion, Switch, Retro, Burger, Vintage, Sub, Prom, Slider, Super Grape, Budding, California, Region Knob Pro Winery. So I see Slider, I see Burger, I see Sub, like all sandwiches. Grape sandwich, button sandwich, like there's a California roll. I think that's more sushi now. Region Knob Pro Winery. Vintage Retro. Vintage and retro kind of go together. I wanna put Super in that vintage and retro category because like Super Nintendo. I don't know where California would go if it's not California roll. I don't know what else there's a sandwich of. Let's do California roll. Wasn't even 3 of a kind. All right. So I was in the wrong direction there, apparently. And this would be my like other trio that I was looking at. Button knob. There are things that you like turn. Like a knob you turn. I guess you don't really turn a button. I guess you turn on and off a switch. You turn on and off a button. Eh. ROM. What's the difficulty of today? 3.4. I'm just stuck. I just don't see anything today. Like, I see knob as like a phrase, but it's not like... Region, California. Why? Region, like an area. Sub-region. Button. I mean, grape and winery go together because grapes can make wine. But I don't really see the other half of it. I can see vintage going with these 3 because it's like, you know, you have to age wine. Vintage is old. You gotta, retro is like on the older side. But if it's like we're doing stuff that's on the older side, like what else is quote unquote old here? Or like aged. Don't really age. I guess aged grapes is raisins. No, that's just dried. Age something. Pro, button, knob. I mean, calling somebody a knob is more of a older generation thing. I don't really see anything else you age here though. Or is aged. You call it like better, could you define it as like better over time and then it's pro because it's like wine gets better over time, a pro gets, well, I mean, I guess that's not always true. I guess it's like the more you do it, generally the better you get, but you know, age happens. Not necessarily true. Which sub? Subset, substitute, super. Just not seeing it. I don't know why, I just feel like these three to go together, but it's like I don't understand knob. A round lump or ball at the end or on the surface or something. A prominent round hill. Round. Prominent round hill. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm gonna start guessing because I'm getting bored. Not even one away. Alright, well, that guess is off. Yeah, I just have no idea where to go. My two guesses haven't even given me, like, a clue. Am I saying this wrong? That is just prom, right? Yeah, a dance. I mean, prom, button, like button-up suit. I don't know. Grape punch. Alcohol. Region, sub-region. California is a sub-region of the United States. And what happens if, like, lions have a round mane, a knob is round, grapes are round, and burgers are round? Alright, I had no idea. Wine bottle info, console inputs, prefixes, king. Yeah, okay, I don't think I get any of these, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of input is a slider, but maybe this is like the closest. I'm never getting any of this, I'm not gonna lie. Console inputs, I've never heard of anybody call a console input a slider. And honestly, other than just buttons and the occasionally, like, knob is, like, being sarcastic, no one calls them, like, switches either. Like, no one you can't tell me that anybody uses any of these three in daily speech. Realistically, knob is like maybe occasionally. Console inputs. You say light switch, but that's not a console input. We're talking about controllers here. When you're talking about a video game controller or just a controller in general, no one says switches, sliders, or knobs. Yeah. Shit puzzle. Not any time. It's any weather, not any time. Okay. Yes, I keep seeing people are saying it's not a video game console. Do you think I use any other consoles in my daily life? I'm not going to know it. That's kind of the problem here. You're acting like I should know something I clearly don't know or use. I have the only thing that is a slider on my keyboard and mouse is the scroll wheel. And who calls the scroll wheel the slider? You don't watch TV? No. I haven't actively sat down and watched TV in probably about 10 to 15 years. I don't see it. I don't see it. So Joja's only like 2 to 3 hours longer than with Joja no waivers. And it's the same category that I've been running. I just added it to the title. I just don't run with I use Joja Mart. I haven't ran anything but no Joja since running on 1.6. Every single perfection run that I've ever done on 1.6 has been without Joja so far. Even the challenge runs, funny enough, have not used Joja. I just haven't really used Joja on 1.6. None of the challenges have necessarily needed them. No Joja, and Joja has its ups and downs. I wouldn't really say one is more interesting than the other. Joja makes early game less of a pain. Mid game's the exact same, and end game's the exact same. Literally, the only difference is just how fast you get to Ginger Island. That's the main difference in the routes. You'd still get basically the same amount of sprinklers for the islands. You'd still do a lot of the... Or optimally, you would do the book shenanigans and everything else. Less different than you would think. Yeah. Literally the entire time save of Joja is pre-Ginger Island. And I guess technically the walnut save time, my bad. Forgot that in the Joja route you're allowed to use the Joja parrot on the island. But you still have to make an extra 1 mil, but it's like, it's an extra 1 mil. Who gives a fuck? It's not enough to matter. Trey, thank you for the prime. I don't know where I got the P sound, but no. Yeah, that's the classic. To be fair, if you're trying to get coal on day one, it has less odds. But... Or is that geodes? No, it's coal. It was day 5, huh? Then you got fucked. I know geodes can't spawn until day 2, and I think there's like a second set of coal that starts spawning past day 2 that only give... That it's the ones that only give 1 XP while mining instead of like the larger amount that it's supposed to. It's weird. Unfortunately, I need a horseradish. Thank you for converting your prime into a tier 1 sub as well. And I'll just gamble it. Run at the top, or the numbers at the top means runs started, or runs completed versus runs started. So I've completed apparently 36 perfection runs, which is untrue. It's just whatever. What's I used before. And then I've started 610 attempts, at the very least. Gonna have to start putting spring onions, please. Soup Sorcerer, thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate it. When I don't get no spring onions twice in a row, yeah. I'm not gonna continue a run like that. I'm not gonna move back the mines. I'm not going to floor 40 because of the ghost fish. Unless if you're talking about CC, then that's like whatever. For perfection, no. I'm also not really allowed to change any of the parsnip dates. I mean, I guess arguably I could change the first 15 and just plant them alongside the 35. That's probably about the only change I can realistically do. The dates are very specific right now. And technically I could change them, but I can't change them because I would need Blade or Alexa to give me a new number sheet. Yeah, for CC, it's more understandable. I just don't think there's anything I can realistically do at the start of this run. Besides what I just stated, where you just skip the first 15 parsnips. Because realistically, I hate a majority of the golden parsnip spots on day 1. Gives a more narrow range if you get it. Yeah, garden bundle's OP. You place down a scarecrow. On the stack. But wouldn't matter. You just plant the 15 parsnips like bottom right or top left. Is how you would do it. It's nice to pick up all the stone. I'm trying to get a sub 17. I don't know how much lower it can go below that. Without, really bunkering down a route or, getting good RNG. No, they can't. Crows can't eat on the first day that you plant something, so the first day is always safe no matter how many crops you have. So technically, if you don't have any speed grow or anything under starfruit seeds, crows can't eat it for the first 2 days. It's still in seed form. Crows can't eat anything in stage 0 of a growth cycle. They do count as a plant, though, so if you have, like, 15 things grown and then 1 seed planted, it counts as 15, even if you don't water it. Those are also very interesting because if you have, what was I gonna say? If you have a scarecrow covering a majority of your crops, there's actually a very little chance that the crow actually picks the one crop not under the scarecrow, because as soon as it picks a crop and it fails, it will not show up again. Potato kale. They get artisan though, which sucks, but carrot. Yeah, artisan rare crops. Composed for a boss, specifically in Haunted Chocolatier, yes. Four, 3, 6. I think it actually might be on the higher end. Well, the next update is mostly bug fixes. The patch notes are already out, so And if you're more talking, what would I like to see in 1.7? I wouldn't like to see a 1.7. I would like to see Haunted Chocolatier. So, also, I never checked what the luck is today, so this is gonna be fun. I would have preferred to see a magnet ring, but that's fine, I guess. I probably just won't reset floor 5. That's why, obviously, like, do it right away. There's only 2 barrels here. I'm not resetting this shit. I know the weapon is, like, much better, but... it's not worth it. Mind. Anyways, to actually answer your question, there's really not much else I want to see in Stardew. It's like a pretty complete game. I don't really care for a lot of like the quality of life mod stuff that people want added because I think it like Stardew is already a pretty easy game. Adding any more like quality of life is just gonna make the game way too easy and just not fun anymore. Built-in spreadsheet integration, that would be ballin'. Yeah, mods are mods for a reason. Scroll 1. Yeah. A bit later. Probably could have put those on, but my brain just auto-deleted it. Get out of the menu. Really? Not playing well. To be fair, a majority of these slice-of-life farming games always just end up being spamming one product, so... even when games try to prevent it, it just ends up... It somehow just always ends up like that. And Stardew is kind of like one of the first, so it's like it didn't really think of needing a prevention. Sure, CA could have added it later, but kind of like whatever at that point. It is the way that it is. I think that it actually kind of works in Stardew's favor that the game's not like a perfect game. The novelty of it just being made by one person, as well as like it having its obvious issues, makes it a much more charming and enjoyable game. I mean, without like an ebb and flow of changing prices, it's always just going to be a mathematical equation about what is the best thing to sell. Plus, if you like obviously restrict yourself, that's more of an issue, like a fundamental issue. I don't think CA wanted to add a changing value of sorts. There's mods that do that, sure, but CA didn't really want to make the game complex in that way, I guess. At least that's how I would view it. Because then people would have to invest time into, like, learning and figuring that out. There's a reason why I have basically 6,000 hours of this game in vanilla. Because I make up my own rules occasionally. I do my own thing a lot of the time. I don't play by the game's standards and set rule implications if you feel like that's a boring aspect of the game. The beauty of these open world games. That's why they're so popular with the challenge run community, because you can just do whatever the hell challenge you want. You want to not sell any crops throughout the entire run? Go ahead, go do a flower run or some shit. Don't want to buy any seeds from Pierre because you hate him? Don't buy any seeds from Pierre. You hate him. Doesn't really matter how you do it. I should put away the ruby. I mean, everybody plays the game different. I personally don't play with mods, but there are plenty of people who basically cannot play this game without mods nowadays. There are literally people who didn't play the 1.5 update for a few weeks because, or for a few days, I forget how long it took Smappy to come out, or to update for 1.5. For Smappy to update to 1.5 because they couldn't play without their favorite mods. The 1.6 integration was much faster because, well, first off, the creator of Smappy is hired by CA now, as well as, the original intent of 1.6 was to be a small modding update. Funny how things turned up. Wasn't supposed to be nearly as large as what it ended up being. only downside about not having the OP club on floor 5 is the fact that it's going to take a little longer to kill enemies for a minute. Having the +2 attack, which is essentially +6 damage a hit, is kind of crazy, especially with the club quirk. But I didn't really want to reset a floor with only 2 barrels on it. Sounds worse. Again, as I always say, I'd rather have a good copper pace than better time pace in perfection runs. Because of the amount of copper you actually need to get, you end up losing so much time later. You just skip copper. It really depends, actually. I specifically, with the route that I have, I would have to get a weapon, doesn't matter if it's a dagger, sword, or club, in the volcano dungeon during the few first runs that I do before I enchant my tools. Would have to give me something with crit power, because I don't want to farm more than 16 Dragon's Teeth. You need Dragon's Teeth to re-roll innate enchants. And like Dragon's Teeth is the main reason I end up doing a bunch of volcano runs towards the end. I don't want to farm any extra, so I specifically have to get it on the roll from a chest, which is a lot rarer than you think, and that roll has to have crit damage, otherwise it just doesn't work very well. And then also with the book strat being a little bit more elaborate now, I'm basically level 10 combat before I get into the volcano dungeon. Which means I've already selected a perk. And the better overall perk that is just like more consistent is Acrobat. So I just always end up defaulting to picking Acrobat just because it helps speed up the volcano dungeon. And if I don't hit it, which I'm most likely not going to hit it, it's more useful on the club. Which I just buy out of, it's a default buy. So unfortunately, it really doesn't get use. And I can't, like, if you're saying, oh, just switch your perks then if you get it. It's kind of hard because I switch my perks after I do the monster eradication goals. Because I get the Omni Geodes after. So I have to pick it beforehand. So I would either have to specifically stop myself from hitting level 10 combat to wait to see, or I just am forced to pick Artful, and it's kind of annoying. It's like, yeah, it's theoretically faster in a perfect situation. It's just that perfect situation is not often came by. So it just ends up not happening. I don't really want to go to 45 because I don't... Well, I guess the daily luck actually doesn't matter, but it keeps telling me that, and it keeps saying the opposite. These barrel spots are dependent. Daily luck. It's only the barrels on the side that are... always the same. It doesn't matter too much if I like get it or not today per se. Yeah, fast about this. I'm actually gonna prioritize the copper. We'll see how many we get. That's enough. We're gonna leave copper and iron here. Good. Decent day. Could have been better. Pace was kind of slow, but we got a lot of copper, so I can't really complain. Wonder what the daily luck was. Honey's kind of mid. Didn't get the greatest amount. Full's okay, not the greatest. I have to go left side of the farm on the 12th. Probably will. Just side, I guess. No extra forageables. Okay, we're gonna reset for the club spot, which we got first try. This club has the bonus attack damage. It basically has +9 attack a hit. So this hits between 27 and 26 damage, or 36 damage each. Basically minus defense, but... very powerful tool. I want that. Nah, clogged inventory. Just making it sense. 100G. I can get a diamond from this bad boy or a jade. I'm pretty happy. I guess I technically still need a jade. I got a ruby. Getting an early ruby is nice, so I don't have to force it later. Aqua's okay. Alright, now we just need to get the remaining copper, which isn't a lot. We just need to go up to 145, and then the remaining iron, which we need to go up to currently 105, because I have 15 ore smelted. And then a little coal. Still need a jade. Need a jade for later. Or jade. I have no idea the exact amount of copper and resources I need throughout the run. I just kind of buy them as I need them. We buy 1,000 iron for just bombs alone at some point. I will probably be done with perfection if I get a sub 17. At least for now. 9, 45, 45 minus 120. 25, 75. Thanks. 75 ore. I actually don't really build kegs, so not in this run anymore. I bought 1,000 iron for bombs, and then the rest of the iron is mainly used for sprinklers and crafting. Kegs are not a part of, well, I mean, like, obviously I craft one keg, but kegs aren't like, I don't build a keg empire in this particular run anymore. It's not worth the time investment. Now that we have Iridium Scythe. Too slow. Nope, we don't even do preserve jars. We sell ancient fruit raw in this run. It's just the fastest. We do preserve jars at the start to increase our like money, but once I start the ancient fruit cycle, we're not doing any more preserving. I'm done with preserve jars basically as soon as I get to the island. You should also not take that statement as, oh, there's no point of doing, there's no point of doing kegs or preserve jars in my own playthroughs. No, this is like, this is a specifically speedrunner only thing. It's literally just an real life time advantage. I'm not trying to do this in the least amount of in-game days. I'm trying to do this in the least amount of real life time. And it just so happens that harvesting 500 ancient fruit, sleeping 7 days, harvesting 500 ancient fruit with their Iridium Scythe is setting up kegs, harvesting 500 ancient fruit, kegging 500 ancient fruit, sleeping 7 days, yada 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 until you get 15 million. If I was making much more money than like 15 million gold, then sure. But we're kind of on the cusp where it's just not really worth it. Our money's kind of garbage. I don't really need the bomb. Yeah, Iridium Scythe just makes harvesting so quick. Because before, the harvesting used to take as long as the kegging, but now, since the harvesting is so fast, the kegging in reality takes a very long time because of that. So the time scale is worse. It takes me, what, like 30 seconds to clear, 40 seconds to clear the full field of 500 fruits, or ancient fruit on the island with the Iridium Scythe. It takes me probably about 2 minutes to put those all into kegs every single day, or every day that I harvest them. And then you can say, oh, but the price is 3 times more. It's, or like, quote unquote 3 times more. It's not that simple because I use quality fertilizer, which gives me an abnormal amount of gold quality starfruit or gold quality ancient fruit, which makes the price much more closer. It just makes the price a lot closer because literally like 90% of the ancient fruit is gold quality from that. So it's like by the time that I finished the jars, I could have done 3 harvests, basically 3 harvests of ancient fruit before I could do 1 day. Probably closer to about 2.5 realistically. And then you gotta think about like the prices it is to actually make the jar or the kegs, because I gotta pay for all the copper and iron in year 2 and all the wood in year 2, so the prices are increased, so it takes a while to pay those back, so you got to do basically just as many harvests and yada yada yada. You get the point at this. It's just so fast. I think we're gonna get away with money just because the forge is good. Oh, I could sell these. I thought I might need them. Oh, I don't even need them for... Wow. I had 2. That's nice. I don't even need them for... Yeah, I don't even need to keep these. I'll get them later. Actually, wait, the reason I don't even have the mines unlocked. Oh, well, that was somewhat of a mistake, but it should be fine. I'll get them in Skull Caverns. I'm like, oh, they're not glowing up. That means I don't have them as a thing in the bundles, but I just don't have the room unlocked yet. And that's is why. Oh, well, I kind of needed the money, so... Might not even be able to get a flamingo. Okay, I definitely did not need the money. We're getting a flamingo. Technically, we can get 2. Oh, it happens. I'm not too concerned about it. Not like I repair the minecarts early anyways. Thank you for good luck. 436. Wow, we're right at the start. Very interesting check dates. Okay. Okay, we gotta check on the 21st of spring. They're not. I just don't need as much money. I just don't need all the strawberries, and they're paying to get the sprinklers for. Just buy flamingos to lessen it. Technically, I don't have to buy them, but the money just doesn't matter. Cutter's weak. Winter 5th, year 2. Winter 26th, year 2. Spring 21st, year 3. And potentially summer 14th, year 3. Technically, I can miss the fall or the winter 5th one and the summer 14th one, but it's not likely. Well, okay, if I hit one, how do I explain this? If I miss one, I always hit the other. So at worst case, we get 3 checks. At best case, we get 4 checks. Kind of depends on if we get the in-between, which is a pretty big overlap. It's a 50-50 on about whether or not we get 3 or 4 books. Alright, we're gonna have to keep track of our summer rain days, chat. I mean, I guess I technically don't, and I can just watch the VOD later, but we're gonna keep track of it. Buy any stuff. Tomato, hot pepper, blueberry. Three, so 93 bloobs. And the 3 blueberries. Is it no melon? Don't need corn. And don't need hops. And I already have the squash. Okay. I guess technically I could have done 94. As the squash grows quickly and I can place it with the flower section, but he's not rotted very tight in this category. Pretty loose for a reason. I'm gonna take a short break after this day, go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Good pace so far. All right. We're on pretty good pace here. We're gonna need to count our rain days, and when I say count, I mean we gotta remember the specific days rains show up, so we can figure out what our RNG is for a different thing. As I said earlier, we have 4 cart checks, which is pretty good. I guess I can check those right now, real quick. So our spring summer, we had a forge book on spring 21st, year 1. And then we are going to be looking at a spring 21st, year 3, and a summer 14th, year 3 possibility. So spring 21st, year 3 is a combat book. That is lovely. We're guaranteed on our combat book. And summer 21st is almost guaranteed a combat book. So now all we need to do is hit a fishing book in the winter year 2 checks. Which is, yeah, we're guaranteed the combat book on the 21st here. So we just need to hit a fishing book either on this winter 5th check or on this winter 26 check. I guess year 4 is not too far away, but it's still slightly annoying. I should check out if we get a foraging book later. Year 5's kind of a little late for the foraging book, though. Yeah, year 5's a little too late. Never mind. Okay. That's pretty good. We just need to hit a fishing book on winter 5th or winter 26th, and we're good there. Which is nice. Does green rain count? I believe so. I think I would have to check with Alexa, though. Dublo, Tenna, thank you for the tier 1. Alright, now we're just sleeping days, keeping note of rain days. For the 16 months, though. Green rain does not count. Okay, so we're gonna ignore green rain. I don't even need to go out on the 9th. I do need to go out and get something else, though. Or I need to get a rare seed at some point. Of course, green rain is seeded differently. Why wouldn't it be seeded differently? You act surprised. Rain on the 8th. Rain on the 10th. Rain probably on the 12th and the 13th. Okay, so 8th, 10th, 12th, 13th. We'll see if it's on the 14th. Rain on the 14th in particular. Okay, so no rain. 14th. Go out and harvest. Green rain means no clue. Oh, that's kind of ugly then. That's the day that I would have gotten it. I guess we'll see how the RNG looks after the season. Yeah. You skipped the green rain. Yeah, green rain, we don't know. I'm gonna buy the duck feather just in case. And palm. Both can be very helpful. I have the extra money as well, so. I have the magnet ring. I'm kind of down to trying to get a bunch of extra moss here as I walk by it. The basic, yeah, okay, we're range on the 27th then. Well, now we're just counting rains, nothing much. Rain on the 27th can apparently tell us a few things. I guess rain on the 27th or rain not on the 27th tells us basically our range. One range is just significantly smaller than the other, which is very much more helpful. And then we can still watch the rain in year 2. There's no video on it currently. I still have the recordings though. It is on my VODs channel if you would like to see the raw runs of it. Rain on the 27th. Cool. I mean, it depends on if you want to watch the failed attempts or not. There was like 3 failed attempts at the start because I just didn't get the start I wanted. No info? Okay. Do I have the smaller or larger range? Larger, sad. My day's actually going pretty fine. BD Crush, thank you for the tier 1 for 20 months. Yeah, we're kind of chilling today. We got a garden bundles, basically first try. The first run of the day was something else. I got two days in a row without spring onions, so it was just reset due to that. But this run has been cooking so far. Already guaranteed combat book, which is pretty big for a run like this. Get rid of those just because it's here. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. You stream every day? I generally take 1, maybe 2 days off every week. Opinion on Sticky Bundle. It is really annoying in a run like this. Because I already need to get 999 sap for a Statue of Blessings. Otherwise, it's not horrendous. I just got unlucky with the enchantment placements. It's the reason I didn't get Artful last run. I made the mistake again. You can't exit that until that's done. No eggplant. I'm sorry, no broccoli, not no eggplant. How much am I buying? 100. I guess I always just buy 125, don't I? Okay. We had like 200 stone. I'll just buy it at 200. I don't need to buy any. Well, I have a little bit of coal. Well, we should be fine on money. Today has been poorly executed on my end. Really need that. About how much I need. I need to upgrade a pickaxe. Extra coal. So yeah, we'll buy about 360 stone and then however much wood I can buy. No, you cannot mine the nodes that cleanse. So it'd be a funny Easter egg though, where he just yells at you. Rhubarb. If you're not counting rhubarb, then potatoes or cauliflower. Depends on how many spots you have. And shit. Mostly always just strawberries, though. They're pretty easy to get a mass quantity of. Also, I may have screwed myself because I forgot to pre-sell the blueberries in summer. So now we basically only have a month instead of a month and a half to get 3 unique fruit cave fruits. We're just gonna play with one less preserve jar, I guess, for now. I thought I had more stone than that. That'd be a huge deal. We always marry Krobus. He's just the fastest NPC to marry. A lot of debris here. That's kind of annoying. I'd like 1 or 2 more mahogany seeds, please. Thank you. We're just doing this for, well, normally we would need it for forging level 4 because of the artisan thing. Or I'm sorry, because we would need tappers. I technically don't need tappers right now, but I will need them later. And then at the same time, I want to get mahogany seeds right now so I can get the mahogany farm growing, because that's pretty important. Why I'm asking for mahogany seeds. I kind of just always just do this anyways, whether it's just for forging level 4 or for mahogany seeds. Why is Krobus faster? Because for perfection, you only need to get the bachelors and bachelors at up to 8 hearts to count as quote-unquote maxed friendship. And Krobus, you still need 10. So it's easier to go from 10 hearts to 12 hearts than it is to go from 8 to 12. We already get Krobus up to 10. Only having to get 2 more hearts instead of 4 more hearts. And then it also skips the marriage cutscene. And getting the Void Pendant is much easier because you don't have to worry about it being a rain day. Orange is fine. They'll need 2 more unique fruits. So many purple mushrooms this run. I need to buy 35 stone. Oh, I made the mistake. Yeah, whatever. I can do it in winter. It's not a huge deal. Alright. I made 2 mistakes. Technically, this one's gonna go unpunished, but... This just makes the ordering so much easier. I even forgot to bring 125. There's probably about 12 left. I'm just gonna buy like 97 pumpkins. I hate this pathing. Oh, because I didn't bring the stone with me. That's overkill, but whatever. We're very good on money just because I didn't have to buy the brewer bundle shenanigans. I've really only played Plate Up. I've never played Overcooked. You can commit to this being the run if a fish book shows up in the year 2 winter. Year 2 fall, year 2 winter. Also, we still have to get past artisan goods. So I need anything. I need 2 unique fruit from the Batcave, and it can't be a pomegranate or an orange. You literally can't process them. And also, no, it's for the... for the CC bundle, so no. Wow. That sucks. We'll attempt to cycle it in a few days. This run's probably just dead though. Just because I know I don't have any cart checks early in year 2, I'm allowed to cycle it a little bit longer. See if I can just get it on the 5th. Literally, I needed any unique fruit other than orange and pomegranate, and I specifically got 2 apricots, an orange, and a pomegranate. Alright, well, we're YOLOing the traveling cart. I need any exotic. Cloth. Cloth, cheese, goat cheese, you name it. Apple, any, like, obviously any tree fruit. Literally anything works. This is cooked, but I'd rather not give up this run. How long does a cheese press take to produce? Hours. I don't want to sleep though. I'm gonna have to sleep, aren't I? Be faster to sleep. Oh, I just realized it's past Thursday. I would have to go to the next week. I'm sorry, chat. It just can't be done. I need the deluxe speed route and it just doesn't work. That's so sad. I can't believe that happened. It always happens, is why I hate that. The game threw the run by not giving me what I needed. I mean, I could have gone to next week technically, but it's so sad. Winter 14th, I would have had the cherry and an apple. I'm gonna have a fishing book in the year 2 checks and I'm gonna lose my mind. There's Cutters Weekly. I guess that means the run died. Did I skip the winter 5th? Yeah, it missed the winter 5th. And then I'm assuming we have 2 combat books. Wait, the summer? Wait. The spring 21st book missed? What? Spring 21st, year 1. Spring 21st, year 3. Spring 21st, year 1 was forging. Spring 21st, year 3. How is that mining? How did that hit mining? I'm not delusional here. Spring 21st, year 1. Spring 21st, year 3. How did that hit mining? It's probably one of those off cases. Would be my guess. That's weird. There a rear seat in the cart? It wouldn't say it, would it? I mean, there's a guarantee. Oh, wait. I get what you mean now. There is. Wait. No, that's special season. There's always this rare seed. Interesting. Well, it's not like the run was gonna live anyways. No fishing book. It's on year 5. I'm like sitting here like debating on if I want to do another run just because I don't know, I just don't feel it today. We had the one run instantly, but now it's just like I'm just out of it. I feel bad because it's literally only been like 2 hours. We did main game yesterday. It's like literally the first 30 minutes of those wasn't even me playing the game. And came upside down. I don't want to hurt my eyes again. Maybe we just take it easy. I have to go grocery shopping anyways. I'll probably just take it easy. I don't like forcing things. I don't like forcing myself to do things that I don't really want to be doing. I just don't feel it right now, so. It'd be like that. Alright, I'm gonna peace. I know it's a short stream and I'm dipping like that, but I'm just not feeling it very much today right now. I will be streaming tomorrow, though. And hopefully we don't get screwed by Artisan again. Yeah. So, sorry for the short stream. It's just like that some days. I do appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the support as per usual. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. And hopefully see you on Sunday. So, yeah. Have a great rest of your evening. Take care. Peace.